All right, we're out here. Looks like they're putting in a new sign. It's almost 8:30 p.m. I was hoping to be here a little before this, but I ended up having to make a gear adjustment right before stumbling a left. So the plan is I'm gonna try and get set up here as quick as possible. Probably gonna sleep in the pavilion again, like last time, just sleep on the picnic table. I don't know, maybe I may lay down here on the duff, but it's kind of gravelly, so I don't know. Anyhow, we get set up and I'm gonna get to some sleep. Sorry, you're in the dark there. And then I will bring guys back out when I'm ready to start. The plan is midnight start, and we're gonna head northbound. So keep you guys up to date. All right, so alarm went off about 5 minutes ago. I woke up 8 minutes before the alarm, or at least that's what I checked to see what time it was. So got up at 11:22, and I'm pretty much packed up, which is interesting because usually it takes me a little bit longer, but it's a little bit chilly, so it's kind of rushing. But I don't want to start till 12 midnight, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. I may go ahead and drink my breakfast. Oh, excuse me. But actually, that gives me time to pray a little bit and do my quiet time. Kind of wish I hadn't put my quilt up because I'd put that on and stay warm, but is what it is. So, like I said, I'm gonna try and start at midnight. 11 Pinhoti FKT. 5th attempt, hopefully. It's the Lord's will that this time I get it done. So, keep you guys up to date. All right, so we're at the sign. I got about 5 minutes till I start, but I figure I get a picture here. So we're ready to start right at midnight because the trail actually starts over that way. So let me get this picture. Ooh, a little chilly, and get going. Keep you guys up to date. All right, so I'm leaving the Weogufka shelter. I had to stop. I was finishing my shake, and then I decided it was probably a good idea because I knew there was water here, or I'd heard there was, to get water here so that I could have a shake ready at mile 18 when I need another one. So that's what I decided to do. So I'm trying to find there's my Bublaze. So that's what's going on. Sorry for putting you in the dark. I went down, got water from the creek, and filtered, and then went ahead and made another shake and mixed it up. So that's what's going on. A little behind now. I'm not at 3 miles yet, and I'm at just over an hour and 10 minutes almost. So I'm debating putting my Kudu fleece back on because it is actually cold down here. When I dropped down here, I was like, whoa. So I don't know. We'll get moving and see what happens, but keep you up to date. All right, on the Weogufka Road walk. Being greeted by some dogs. None of them would come out of the yard, but you know, I heard one. He sounded like he was upset, but he stayed up in the yard, so we're good. Man, when I came out of the woods, the temperature down here on the road walk is cold. I had to stop, take my pack off, put my fleece on, get my gloves out. I've had my toboggan, I've just left it on. I just kind of flip the ears up to vent more or less heat or whatever. But anyhow, that's what's going on. I'm trying to knock this road walk out, get over to the Bones Valley section. Lord willing, he'll keep keeping me on track. I only had one complication back there, and I started to go direction. I said, let me check. Sure enough, I needed to go left. So, and then that's when you pop out to the road walk. I just couldn't remember how that section came out there. So, anywho, all right. Can't really see it, but it's because the phone's not focusing. But Those blurry lights are Capertons. So, all right, keep you updated. All right, behind schedule, but it is what it is. So I'm at Kim's camp, 18.39 by my watch. That's 18.5 on gut hook, I believe. I had to get water, and from what I remember checking before I left, I'm actually probably gonna have to carry my bottles full, my shake full, and both my 2-liter reservoirs full, because there's just not reliable water for the next while. So that at least gets me, I think, worst case scenario, all the way through the night if I had to. So don't really want to carry that much weight, but it is what it is. And since everything I eat pretty much requires water, it is what it is. So gonna get loaded up on water, finish filtering into my flasks and my shake bottle, and then I'll probably have to fill one of those bags up again, put them full in the pack, and then I will head out of here. Like I said, I'm at 7 hours and 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes at this point. I really hope to be around mile 21 by this point. So, but it is what it is. Beautiful day. It's cold down here in the draw where I'm at right now. I had to put my jacket back on, but I'm gonna get moving. Well, you know, road doesn't bother me, but I am noticing this time around I figured out I've got probably 30 pounds right now in this pack, and I can tell it's wearing on my feet a little bit, but you know, I'm making pretty good time. I'm going about 4 miles an hour, even with 30 pounds. So I'm just gonna do what I can. I mean, today's the only day I've got. You know, I don't know if there's gonna be tomorrow. We're not guaranteed that, so I'm just gonna push and do what I can today. And when it hits midnight, we'll see where I'm at. I was contemplating, if I don't make it to where I was planning on camping, I may just keep pushing until I get there. And then the only issue there is I really want to try to stick to the movement schedule I had planned and sleep. So if that happens, I'd probably only get an hour of sleep. I don't know if that's good or bad at this point. But then I'm kind of like, well, if I'm only getting an hour, is it worth getting sleep at all? So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. But, you know, that's be later today. So just going to focus on being in this moment and pushing, trying to get where I want to be, trying to make up some time where I can. And hopefully I won't have carried all this water in vain too. I mean, because this is no joke. But all right, I got some dogs coming. I'll keep you up to date. Just made my first boo-boo. I was not paying attention. I got over here to this building and I wanted to take my fleece off, and I didn't pay attention, and that was where I was supposed to turn right. So I got halfway up the Blue Blaze to the Stewartville Cafe. So turned around. I did get to see a really cute donkey though, so I guess it was worth it. A few extra minutes though, but you know what? Again, I only got today, and it is what it is, so we're gonna make the best of it and see how far we get. Well, I made it across 280 without dying. That's good. You know, it's probably better to have shown up this time of day. If I would have got there when I originally thought, probably would have been about 8. I bet traffic would have been pretty bad. So, anywho, Chuck Norris from the POC swung by and slowed down, and he's like, "Hey, you need to go to the POC?" And I was like, actually, told him what I was doing. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I'll let you go." And boom, drove off. So, oh man, just ticked mile 25. Again, I'm a little bit off now because I took that Blue Blaze without realizing it. I think I walked half of it pretty much. So, anyhow, keep you up to date. Here's what I can't decide. I swapped to some sole insoles, and I've got the actives, so it's a non-water absorbent material. But and I did that because I don't like it when my shoes get wet. The insoles that are real soft get squishy, and they just like, it's like a pump. It like pumps water all around in my shoe. But I think the issue with these is they're so much firmer. I don't know, I just feel like a little harder on my feet. So I don't know. I definitely didn't want to come out with the stocks in these brand new ones and have something happen like what happened the first time I came out with the Speed Goats and have the insole riding out the back of the shoe. So I almost brought them just in case. Kind of wish I had, just to see how they perform, but I did not. So stuck with these. Like I said, I just feel like because they're not as absorbent, because they don't have that much squish, this road especially just kind of beats on my feet. So, all right. Well, 12-hour update. 33.6 miles. Counting the wrong turn, so probably right at 33. Maybe a little over. Maybe 33 and a quarter. It's gotten warm. I took the insole out, walked a little bit, it was worse, put it back in. I gotta figure something out with these Speed Goats and insoles. So. Pop the Motrin, and hopefully that'll help. I'm trying to find a place just to stop for a few minutes and eat lunch. I'm not gonna do it on the move, I'm just gonna sit for a few minutes. I actually wish I had the sit pad on this, I'd sit on that and prop my feet, but I guess I could get my ground sheet out. Anywho, just wanted to give you guys an update. All right, we're at 37 and a half according to the watch. Just coming down from the cell tower. My stomach is off. I'm hoping that it just kind of goes away. But I know there's a bad stomach bug going around, so I'm hoping that I don't have that. I don't usually get queasy doing this. So I did at the very end of the Damascus Dash. I remember I was feeling kind of off, which I didn't finish my shake that night, but I don't know what it is, but I'm going to keep on pushing. I took about a 15-minute break back there at the campsite. Tore a hole in my shorts. On the little there's a rock set up where you can recline, and apparently there's a sharp piece of or quartz or something poking out of it and sliced me shorts open. Just a little hole, but still. So anyway, 37.5, and we're at 13 hours and 43 minutes. So, all right. Whew. Climbing has me out of gas. Just over 42 miles. Man, I'm eating all my food. Well, I probably haven't eaten as many macadamia nuts as I should, but still, it's just warm enough that I think I'm gonna have to drink some straight water too. Maybe when I get down near Joglama, or whenever I get to 18 hours, drink this shake and mix some more stuff. I may just do a straight water flask and just chug it with some salt. So, all right, it is 5:19, but it's very overcast, which I find interesting. It wasn't supposed to rain, but whatever, keep you updated. Here's what you don't see. So I've made it to a road crossing. Well, actually I'm 0.3 past it. And I just don't have any desire to complete this FKT. You know, I think I've hyped it up so much in my mind that I've thought that I want to do it, but I don't really want to do it for the right reasons. I'm not doing this to glorify God. I'm just doing this for the notoriety, or for just to be able to say I did it. I mean, I don't actually have any Like right now, I have no desire to do this at all. I mean, I'm just like, why? You know, and there's low points out here, trust me. My feet hurt. My stomach isn't hurting anymore, which is nice, but I'm just like, you know, and it may just be I'm so OCD about planning that once my pace got off, that just wrecked it mentally. It could be, but I mean, to be honest, you know, I gambled with a sleep strategy last night that I hadn't tried before. I thought it might work since, you know, when I was crewing Jason, we were getting very little sleep and I was operating fine. But I've been sleepwalking and hallucinating here for a while. I've been hallucinating for quite a while. I keep seeing people, it looks like they're like, have their hands wrapped around the blue blazes on the trees. It's really weird. And then before I got down to Bull Gap, I was just like sleepwalking on the ridge. I kept like trying to figure out where I was because I didn't remember seeing stuff, but I was staying on trail. So I'm thinking I'm just going to come back down here to the overlook. I've been kind of talking to God about it along the way. I've been talking to some people just here because I have service, and I just feel like, you know, I think I'm just going to call it, go home. I got some stuff I actually need to do at the house, and I think I'm just gonna, you know what, I mean, I can still hike fast when I want to, but I don't have to do this. And I haven't, I'm just trying to think the other day, besides going with Amanda, the last trip I went on that was just a backpacking for fun, and even then we were kind of pushing it, was when I went with Jason on the Palmetto Trail. I haven't done anything with the Mafia in a while. So, you know, I think I'm just going to take a step back for a little bit and just examine my motives. Figure out what I really want. Why am I chasing this? At one point I thought it was because I wanted to see, you know, I've never found my limit and blah, blah, and I don't know. So that's what's going on. I'm going to walk back to the overlook. Just figure out what I'm going to do. So, all right.